Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be sharing a really fun organization project with you guys. We are going to be completely organizing and decluttering the craft cabinet that we have in our playroom, and I am going to be using my Cricut to create beautiful labels for all of the organization bins. So a big thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video, and we will get into that in just a little bit. But before I can really get in here and organize, I need to clear everything out so that I can see all of the stuff in front of me, know what I have, and begin going through it. We just have an abundance of craft stuff in here. My 5-year-old daughter loves crafts. She loves art, coloring, all the things, and so she is constantly in this cabinet and grabbing and going, and it just was not functioning for her anymore, and I really wanted to get this space organized so that she knew where all of her things were, so that way when she came in here she could easily access them and do whatever it is that she wanted to do. So we're going to take a few moments, completely clear out the cabinet, and then I'm going to clean it out as well, wipe it down, and then we are going to start making some labels for some bins that I had purchased. I had picked up some acrylic containers from Amazon. I really just wanted something different. I had those little containers in that circle originally, and they just were not working anymore. They were really messy. She had a really hard time not like combining everything into one little section. They were falling in and out of one another, so we're going to be using these. And before I started going through everything, I kind of already knew what I was going to be organizing. So we're going to pull out my Cricut Joy. I am partnering with Cricut to bring you guys today's video, and I've worked with them so many times on my channel, but if you guys are not familiar with Cricut, Cricut makes smart cutting machines that work with an easy to use app, and they help you design and personalize almost anything. You can do labels, cards, apparel, and everyday items. I personally love to use my Cricut Joy for creating labels. You guys know I make labels all the time. When I did the Messy to Minimal series at my mom's house, I used my Cricut Joy there, and it really is just a very versatile machine. And what's awesome about the Cricut Joy is it's also very portable, so it makes it really easy to bring this thing around. It's very lightweight, it's not very big, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So you can bring this to a friend's house, to work, wherever it is that you are creating a project for a specific space. So I really love that aspect. And what's nice about Cricut is you do not need any prior design experience to be able to do something like this. I don't consider myself a very crafty person, and I'm able to use this with ease in the comfort of my own home. And I just feel like Cricut really gives you the tools to be able to design something that you want and bring it to life. All of their machines will walk you through exactly what you need to do in order to create your project. So for my project, I was using the Cricut Joy today, and they do have a Cricut app that you can download onto your phone. And you guys saw me doing this earlier. I typed in all of my labels, and then the Cricut just cut them out for me. And now I'm using my weeding tool just to get off all of that excess vinyl, and then I will cut all of my labels out and then apply some transfer tape. And now the transfer tape is just to get the vinyl off of that white backing and onto your project. And it really just does make this so easy to be able to do this. This project was really easy for me to complete and only took me about 10 minutes to do the entire thing from start to finish. So it is possible for anybody to be able to create what they want without it taking too long or being too difficult. Now, if you guys are interested in trying out Cricut and maybe you feel very overwhelmed and you don't really know where to start, I hope that this little tutorial that I'm doing here helps you guys feel a little bit more confident in your ability to be able to do something like this. It is very easy, but not only that, Cricut has a ton of tutorials on their website for each machine, materials, things like that. So if you want to browse around on their website, maybe watch a few tutorials before making that purchase, definitely go check them out. I will have everything linked down below for you guys, including the materials that I used, my Cricut Joy, and all of that fun stuff. But I really love how this project turned out. You guys will have to let me know if you guys like it too. I thought it would be really fun to do the colorful labels here. You guys know I typically go for just all black labels in my house, but I wanted this to be fun for my daughter and just very colorful and exciting for her. So I had a lot of fun creating this project for her space. And of course, I will have these bins as well as anything that I used in this organization video linked down below for you guys. And make sure you go check out Cricut if you guys are interested. I will have everything linked down below, and a big thank you to them again for sponsoring today's video. Here is the finished result. I love how it turned out. It's so colorful and pretty and just perfect for the space. I love these bins because they're not super big or bulky, but still the perfect size to be able to store all of these items in here. And now I'm just going to take a few moments and we are going to start sorting everything. Savannah does come in here and help me at some point. She was so excited when she saw I was organizing all of her stuff. She was like, "Thank you, Mommy. Like, I'm so happy." And she's been doing such a good job taking care of all of her belongings and only taking out, you know, one drawer at a time or one or two, and just being very mindful about putting them back in the right space. And it's just been really cool to see her just, you know, taking that responsibility and taking care of her things and being excited to take care of her things. I'm going to begin placing everything back in here, and this is what I was talking about. They're not real bulky. I feel like they are such a great size. You can still use the space around it without them feeling too big and just in the way. And then I also have this little paper divider here, but I'm using this for all of her coloring books, her workbooks, things like that. That way she can easily see everything and grab them. Before I was using those like paper divider, I forget what they're called, but they're like the long white ones that I used to have in here, and they just were not working out. She would take the bin out, they would get smashed, she couldn't really see her coloring books, and these are the white things I was talking about. They just weren't really working for her coloring books, but I still did keep the paper in those bins just because she doesn't really grab for the paper that often. And then on the other side, I'm just placing our flashcards and our sticker bin. Again, everything's still easily accessible to her and she kind of knows where everything is. And then on the top, I'm putting things that I don't necessarily want her to have access to, but still there for her to see if she decides that's something that she wants to do, that we could do together. And so I'm putting all of that type of stuff on the very top shelf. And this is the finished result. I love how it turned out. I do plan on doing some more organizing in the playroom. I still have board games to organize as well as all of their toys, so definitely stay tuned for some more organization videos in the future. I do plan on bringing back my Messy to Minimal series, so stay tuned for that. I'm so excited to share it with you all. But I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!